Welcome to my YouTube channel, MK Titans Travel. Portugal is small in size, vast in history and scenery, from dramatic coasts to palaces and ancient learning. Every region shows centuries of exploration and creativity. Nature and culture intertwine in unforgettable ways. Let's begin with Wonder 1, Alfama, Lisbon's soul. Alfama is Lisbon's oldest neighborhood, a maze of lanes and stairways. Its streets survived the 1755 earthquake. Daily life unfolds on balconies and tiny squares. Trams thread through history, inches from painted doors and azulejos. Tiles tell stories in patterns and light. Around each bend, another intimate scene. Community here feels timeless. At night, fado drifts from taverns, filled with saudade. Simple flavors, deep emotions, shared stories. Music, memory, and neighborhood beat as one. Golden hour turns every wall into a canvas. It's intimate, lived in, welcoming. Above Alfama, São Jorge Castle opens Lisbon like a map. The Tagus glows, carrying centuries of voyages. Here, past and present meet in every view. Subscribe to MK Titans Travel. Wonder 2. Belém Tower, Lisbon. Belém Tower is one of Portugal's most iconic monuments and a symbol of the Age of Discoveries. Built in the early 16th century, it once guarded the entrance to Lisbon's harbor. Its Manueline architectural style features maritime motifs, carved stone ropes, and exotic details inspired by overseas exploration. The tower served as a fortress, lighthouse, and even a prison. Standing on the Tagus River's edge, it reminds visitors of Portugal's role as a global maritime power. Today, Belém Tower is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a must-see landmark for understanding Portugal's seafaring past. Wonder 3. Jerónimos Monastery, Lisbon. The Jerónimos Monastery is a masterpiece of Manueline architecture and one of Portugal's greatest religious monuments. Constructed to celebrate Vasco da Gama's successful voyage to India, it reflects the wealth and ambition of 16th century Portugal. The monastery's intricate stone carvings, grand cloisters, and elegant arches are breathtaking in their detail. Inside lie the tombs of Vasco da Gama and poet Luís de Camões, two national heroes. As a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Jerónimos Monastery represents faith, exploration, and artistic excellence, standing as a powerful symbol of Portugal's golden age. Wonder 4. Pena Palace, Sintra. Perched high on a hill, Pena Palace looks like it belongs in a fairy tale. Built in the 19th century, it blends Romantic, Gothic, Moorish, and Renaissance styles into a bold explosion of color and imagination. Bright yellows and reds contrast with the surrounding forests of Sintra Natural Park. The palace was a royal residence and reflects the creative freedom of the Romantic era. From its terraces, visitors enjoy sweeping views of the countryside and even the Atlantic Ocean on clear days. Pena Palace is one of Portugal's most magical and photographed wonders. Wonder 5. Quinta da Regaleira, Sintra. Quinta da Regaleira is a mysterious estate filled with symbolism, secret tunnels, and enchanting gardens. Built in the early 20th century, it reflects interest in alchemy, the Knights Templar, and Freemasonry. The most famous feature is the Initiation Well, a spiraling staircase descending deep into the earth, symbolizing a journey of rebirth. The palace, chapels, and lush gardens create a dreamlike atmosphere. Every corner invites curiosity and imagination. Quinta da Regaleira is not just a beautiful place, but an experience that blends architecture, philosophy, and fantasy in a uniquely Portuguese setting.
Wonder 6. Ribeira and Dom Luís Further Bridge. Porto Ribeira is Porto's historic riverside district, known for its colorful houses, lively cafes, and scenic views of the Douro River. The area feels vibrant and authentic, filled with music, conversation, and local life. Towering above is the Dom Luís Further Bridge, an iron masterpiece designed by a student of Gustave Eiffel. Its upper deck offers breathtaking views of Porto and Vila Nova de Gaia. Together, Ribeira and the bridge form the heart of Porto's identity, showcasing the city's charm, engineering brilliance, and deep connection to the river that shaped its history. Wonder 7. Douro Valley. The Douro Valley is one of the world's oldest wine regions and one of Portugal's most beautiful landscapes. Terraced vineyards line the steep hills along the winding Douro River, creating a scene shaped by centuries of human labor. This region is famous for producing port wine, as well as high-quality table wines. Small villages, traditional estates called quintas, and river cruises add to its charm. Recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Douro Valley represents harmony between nature and culture, where breathtaking scenery meets a deep-rooted tradition of winemaking.
University of Coimbra. Founded in 1290, one of Europe's oldest universities. Wander halls where scholars shaped a nation for centuries. Step into the Joanina Library, a Baroque treasure of books. Gilded woodwork, ornate ceilings, Baroque details up close. Ancient volumes, leather-bound spines, pages yellowed with time. Students in black capes, traditional academic dress walking. Courtyards overlooking the Mondego River, sunlit stone terraces. Tradition meets campus life, mingling old rituals and youth. Now jump to Évora, a UNESCO city in Alentejo. The Roman temple, often called Diana's, towers with granite columns. Close-ups on Corinthian capitals, carved volutes and acanthus leaves. Dating to the 1st century, a testament to Roman presence. Nestled among Évora's medieval streets and whitewashed houses. It's a rock-solid reminder Rome once ruled these parts. 2 sites, 2 eras, one shared Portuguese story. Portugal's deep respect for learning and lasting history.
Óbidos. Imagine walking through a stone gate and time slowing down. Narrow cobblestone streets, white houses with lots of colorful flowers. A castle on the hill watching everything like it's been doing for hundreds of years. This town was once a gift from a king to Portuguese queens. They call it the wedding gift town. It still feels romantic, like the streets themselves are holding hands. Many festivals happen here. Books, music, old-time fairs. Because Óbidos loves a good party with history. But the sweetest tradition? Ginginha. A cherry drink served in a chocolate cup. You sip, you bite, you smile. It's tiny. It's rich. It's the taste of Óbidos in one moment. Now jump to Nazaré, where the feeling changes from gentle to brave. This fishing town hides a secret, the Nazaré Canyon, an underwater ditch that makes the ocean waves super big. What happens? Some of the biggest waves you can surf on Earth. Famous surfers stand on boards as big as doors, ride waves like moving skyscrapers. People gather on the cliffs, feeling nervous, cameras ready. But Nazaré isn't just about excitement, it's about old ways. Women in skirts with 7 layers stories of the sea fishing nets drying in the sun. Lively walkway by the beach. Sandy beaches views from Sítio de Nazaré that make the whole Atlantic Ocean look like a stage. Óbidos is like a love letter. Lace, stone, chocolate. Nazaré is like a strong heartbeat. Salt, wind, bravery. Together they show Portugal's balance.
Wonder 12, Benagil Cave, Algarve. Benagil Cave is one of the Algarve's most extraordinary natural wonders. This sea cave, accessible by boat, kayak or swimming, features a dramatic dome with a natural skylight opening to the sky. Sunlight pours in, illuminating golden sand and turquoise water inside. The surrounding coastline is filled with cliffs, arches and hidden beaches shaped by the Atlantic Ocean. Benagil Cave showcases the Algarve's geological beauty and has become an international symbol of Portugal's coastal landscapes. It is a place where nature's artistry creates a truly unforgettable experience. Wonder 13, Ria Formosa, Algarve. Ria Formosa is a protected lagoon system stretching along the Algarve coast. Composed of islands, marshes and channels, it supports rich biodiversity, including flamingos and rare bird species. Traditional fishing communities and salt pans coexist with nature, reflecting sustainable ways of life. The calm waters contrast with the open Atlantic, creating peaceful beaches and ideal conditions for kayaking and birdwatching. As a natural park, Ria Formosa highlights Portugal's commitment to preserving fragile ecosystems while allowing people to appreciate their beauty and ecological importance.
Wonder 14. Laurisilva Forest, Madeira. The Laurisilva Forest in Madeira is a living relic of prehistoric Europe. This ancient laurel forest dates back millions of years and is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Covered in mist and lush greenery, it hosts unique plant and animal species found nowhere else. Walking along levadas, traditional irrigation channels, allows visitors to explore the forest safely. Laurisilva plays a crucial role in maintaining Madeira's water cycle. It represents the island's natural heritage and demonstrates how conservation can protect ecosystems that connect the present to Earth's distant past. Wonder 15. Sete Cidades, Azores. Sete Cidades is a breathtaking volcanic crater on São Miguel Island in the Azores. Inside the crater lie two lakes, one blue and one green, linked by legend and natural beauty. The surrounding cliffs create a dramatic setting shaped by ancient volcanic activity. Hiking trails and viewpoints offer stunning perspectives of the lakes and the Atlantic beyond. Sete Cidades embodies the raw power of nature and the serene beauty that follows volcanic creation. It is one of the Azores' most iconic landscapes and a highlight of Portugal's island wonders.
Mount Pico, the Azores. It's Portugal's highest peak, a bold cone punching out of the Atlantic. The trail starts friendly, then turns volcanic real quick. Black rock, big steps, wind that'll hum in your ears. Every switchback says, "You sure?" And every breath says, "Yep." At the summit, everything opens. Neighboring islands peek through the mist. The ocean looks endless, and the crater feels like the roof of an ancient engine. Down below, a quilt of vineyards curls through lava fields. Stone walls, tiny plots, stubborn vines. That's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, proof that people here learn to farm on fire and salt. Pico is strength you can stand on, resilience you can touch. Now slide to Aveiro, the Venice of Portugal. Canals cut through the city like ribbons, and molichero boats drift by painted with stories and sass. The vibe? Coastal chill meets Art Nouveau charm. Old salt pans and fishing routes still whisper under the surface, but the city's playful now. Students pedaling past tiled facades, cafes spilling out onto sunlit corners. Hop to Costa Nova and the houses show up dressed like candy canes. Bold stripes, sea breeze, gulls auditioning overhead. It's design you can stroll through, color that refuses to be shy. Here's the twist. Pico climbs your legs, Aveiro floats your heart. One asks for grit, the other rewards curiosity. Together, they tell a bigger story. Portugal isn't one note. It's lava and laughter, stone walls and soft water. A summit that tests you and canals that slow you down. Wonder 18. Guimarães Castle. Guimarães Castle is known as the birthplace of Portugal. Built in the 10th century, it played a key role in the formation of the nation and the rise of its first king, Afonso Henriques. The castle's sturdy stone walls and towers dominate the surrounding historic town. Nearby, the Palace of the Dukes of Braganza adds to the area's historical importance. Guimarães itself is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The castle stands as a symbol of independence, identity, and the beginnings of Portugal as a sovereign country. Wonder 19. Bom Jesus do Monte, Braga. Bom Jesus do Monte is a stunning pilgrimage site near Braga, famous for its monumental Baroque staircase. The zigzagging steps, decorated with fountains and statues, symbolize a spiritual journey toward enlightenment. At the top sits a neoclassical church offering peaceful views of the surrounding landscape. Visitors can climb the stairs or ride one of the world's oldest water-powered funiculars. As a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Bom Jesus do Monte combines architecture, faith, and landscape design, making it one of Portugal's most meaningful and visually striking religious landmarks. Wonder 20. Batalha Monastery. Imagine winning a battle so decisive you build a cathedral of gratitude that takes more than a century to finish. That's Batalha, born from the 1385 Battle of Aljubarrota, when Portugal locked in its independence. Look up, soaring Gothic arches, lacework in limestone, shadows that move like time itself. And then, boom, the unfinished chapels. No roof, open to the sky like a stone crown. It feels incomplete, but that's the point. A vision so ambitious it reached for heaven and left space for it. Kings and queens rest here, wrapped in the silence of national pride. A UNESCO treasure, but more than that, a promise in marble and light that freedom is worth building for. Wonder 21, Alcobaça Monastery. Older, simpler, colder in the best way. The Cistercians didn't do drama, just purity, balance, light. Walk the nave and the scale hits you. No gold, no fuss, just stone breathing. But the heart? 2 tombs, King Pedro Varne, Inés de Castro. A love story so intense it survived murder, war, time. Their tombs face each other, aligned for eternity. So when the last trumpet sounds, they rise and meet face to face. The carving is unreal. Angels, vines, scenes of love and loss. In this quiet, love becomes architecture. Wonder 22. Convent of Christ, Tomar. The Convent of Christ in Tomar is closely linked to the Knights Templar and later the Order of Christ. Built over several centuries, it combines Romanesque, Gothic, Manueline, and Renaissance styles. The famous Manueline window is richly decorated with maritime and symbolic elements. The convent played a crucial role during the Age of Discoveries, funding explorations. As a UNESCO World Heritage Site, it reflects Portugal's religious, military, and exploratory history. The Convent of Christ is a place where architecture and symbolism reveal the nation's spiritual and global ambitions. Wonder 23. Monsanto is one of Portugal's most unique villages, built among massive granite boulders. Houses are tucked between, under, and even inside rocks, creating a surreal landscape. Located on a hilltop, Monsanto offers sweeping views of the surrounding countryside. Its origins date back to ancient times, with Roman, Visigothic, and medieval influences. The village has retained its traditional character and rural lifestyle. Monsanto represents human adaptation to nature in its most dramatic form, showing how people can live in harmony with even the most challenging environments.
Marvão, a fortified village clinging to a hill near Spain, where whitewashed houses, narrow streets feel frozen in time. Walk the ancient walls, stand in the castle that once watched borders and wars, and inhale views of the endless Alentejo plains below. Then flip to Arrábida. Limestone cliffs plunging into turquoise seas, hidden coves, and fragrant Mediterranean scrub. Hike a ridge to a seaside viewpoint, swim in crystal water, or find a quiet convent echoing with history. 2 very different places. One, history etched in stone. The other, nature sculpted by sea and sky. Portugal's magic lives between these high walls and coastal cliffs. Go see it.
I'm trading seasons for sea spray, starting above the clouds in Serra da Estrela and ending where the Atlantic roars. Up here, mainland Portugal climbs to its highest point, and the air tastes like ice, and the air tastes like pine. In winter, the slopes wake up, lifts humming snowboards, carving kids, learning to fall and laugh. But when the snow melts, the mountain exhales. Trails thread through glacial valleys, granite boulders glow at sunset, and cold blue lakes hide between ridges. I pass stone villages where chimneys curl smoke. Shepherds still guide flocks across high meadows and in cool cellars. Wheels of Serra da Estrela cheese, ripen, creamy, spoon soft, a recipe carried by altitude and patience. Up here, seasons aren't just weather, they're personality. Winter sharpens, summer softens, same mountain, different heartbeat. I point the car southwest, Pines fade to scrub granite to sand. The air shifts from crisp to salty. Costa Vicentina rises, raw, untamed and loud in the best way. Cliffs drop like bookends into emerald water. Beaches appear only when the tide allows. This coast is protected and you feel it. Dunes stitched with rare plants, falcons tracing wind lines, fishermen working the same rocks their grandparents did. Villages cling to the edges, whitewashed and sun-faded, with boards stacked outside, an octopus drying in the breeze. Surfers read the swell like scripture. Every set is a sermon. It's not polished, it's powerful. The Atlantic doesn't perform, it reminds you who's in charge. And that's the thread from summit to sea resilience. A mountain shaped by isolation, a coastline shaped by impact. I came for views. I'm leaving with rhythms, crunch of snow, hush of pines, crash of waves. Portugal isn't just beaches or tiles, it's seasons stacked against sky, and an ocean that never stops speaking. From Estrela to Vicentina, you don't just see Portugal, you feel it.
Peneda-Gerês National Park, Portugal's only national park. Up here in the north, mountains fold into forests, waterfalls cut through granite like silver threads. I hike a Roman road, stone by stone, while wild Guarano horses graze like they own the place. In tiny villages, smoke curls from chimneys of old stone houses, and life moves at the pace of footsteps on cobblestone. A medieval bridge appears out of the trees, reminding me that history isn't locked in museums, it's right under my boots. Peneda-Gerês feels like Portugal's green heart, beating steady. No rush, no noise, just wind, bells on cattle, and the sound of water. It's nature and tradition shaking hands. Then I head south, chasing a different kind of quiet. Tavira. The town stretches along the Guimarães River, all soft colors and elegant lines. I cross a bridge with Roman roots and wander past whitewashed walls and Moorish tiles that catch the afternoon sun. There are churches everywhere, each with its own story, and none of them shouting for attention. What I love about Tavira is what it doesn't do. It doesn't hurry, it doesn't crowd. A short boat ride later, the barrier islands open into pristine beaches. No high-rises, just dunes, sea and sky. People sip coffee, trade hellos and let time breathe. These two places are different, mountain wild and river calm, but they share the same soul. In Portugal, nature and history don't compete, they collaborate. Peneda-Gerês shows the land as it once was. Tavira shows how people found harmony with it.
Wonder 30. Cape St. Vincent, Sagres. Cape St. Vincent is the southwesternmost point of mainland Europe and a place of powerful symbolism. Known as the end of the world in ancient times, it features towering cliffs and endless ocean views. The lighthouse stands against fierce winds and crashing waves. Nearby, Sagres is linked to Prince Henry the Navigator and early exploration efforts. Watching the sunset here feels dramatic and unforgettable. Cape St. Vincent represents Portugal's relationship with the sea, exploration, and the courage to look beyond the horizon into the unknown. Conclusion. These 30 wonders reveal the incredible diversity of Portugal, from ancient castles and sacred monasteries to volcanic islands and wild coastlines. Each place tells a story of discovery, faith, resilience, and creativity. Together, they form a rich mosaic that defines Portugal's identity. Whether shaped by human hands or natural forces, these wonders invite exploration and reflection. They show how history and nature coexist, how tradition lives alongside modern life, and why Portugal remains one of Europe's most fascinating and rewarding countries to discover. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and share it with your friends. Thanks for watching,